A year ago this fall, the administration of the U of A Theater, Film, and Television Department announced the closure of the BFA in Theater, Musical Theater, and Design and Technical Production. The administration cited what they called valid reasoning, but students have a different interpretation of how things were handled.
We were not told by Andy Schultz. We learned from a Facebook post about freshmen auditioning that U of A was no longer accepting students for BFA acting, MT, or design and tech, nor MFA students, and we were like, what is going on?
Catherine Kalaga says that students fought for their programs and held meetings to raise support for their cause.
We set up a meeting in which we titled BFA or Bust, and we had it in the Tornabene. We had almost every single theater student there.
James Carroll, a musical theater major, says he feels the administration has diminished his chosen career.
But there's a weird feeling of like, they don't believe that your major is profitable anymore.
Due to this feeling, some students have decided to take the most drastic measure.
I've decided to transfer from the University of Arizona because the program is pretty much non-existent here.
In a memo, Dean Andy Schultz from the Fine Arts College said, in part, quote, "At the same time, the merger of media arts and theater arts never fully took place. This condition is reflected in many ways, in the budget, in the bylaws, in the allocation of space, in administrative structures, in the dual course numbering system, and most importantly, in the curriculum itself," end quote. This prospect has left students feeling uncertain about the future, but there is optimism about the result of a program restructure.
I think if it's handled well, it could be a really cool program that they're setting up.
While upbeat and determined to make the best of an uncomfortable situation, James left us with these closing thoughts.
So I think it's a good example of how people perceive the world and what's important in it.
While the future fallout of this situation remains unclear, students will still receive their degree and the curriculum they were promised. With the shock now subsided, the day-to-day will go on as normal, but what the future holds for the theater at the University of Arizona is anyone's guess. I'm Samantha Calicut reporting.